Most people water their plants and hope for the best. But there is one gardener in a small town in Japan who hasn't bought a single bottle of fertilizer in over 20 years. Her garden looks like something out of a painting. Hundreds of flowers, every color you can imagine, blooming from spring through to the first frost. Neighbors stopped and stared. Some even knocked on her door to ask what her secret was. She always gave the same answer: 1 cup, once a week. Now, what is in that cup? That is exactly what this video is about. And by the end, you will have everything you need to try it yourself. But first, there is something about how flowers actually decide to bloom that almost nobody talks about. Once you understand it, the 1 cup method will make perfect sense. Here is the thing that surprises most new gardeners. Flowers do not stop blooming because of bad luck or bad weather. They stop because the plant makes a decision. Plants are constantly measuring their environment. They detect light, temperature, moisture, and the availability of nutrients. When conditions feel uncertain, the plant shifts its energy away from flowers and toward survival. It starts protecting roots. It starts storing energy. It essentially goes into a quiet mode. The problem is, most garden soil runs out of key nutrients faster than we expect. Phosphorus especially. Phosphorus is the nutrient most directly linked to flower production. Without it, a plant will grow leaves. It will look green and fine, but it will not bloom. Or if it does bloom, the flowers fade quickly and do not come back. And here is the part that most store-bought fertilizers get wrong. They give the plant a big dose of nutrients all at once. The plant gets overwhelmed, absorbs what it can, and the rest washes away. What plants actually prefer is a small, steady supply. Think of it like eating. A huge meal once a month leaves you hungry most of the time. But a steady, balanced diet every day keeps you energized. That is exactly what the 1 cup method does. And what goes into that cup is something you almost certainly already have at home. The first ingredient is banana peel. Before you skip ahead, hear this out. Banana peels contain high levels of potassium and phosphorus. Both are essential for flower development. Potassium helps the plant manage water inside its cells, which keeps flowers firm and long-lasting. Phosphorus, as we already covered, is the direct trigger for blooming. The traditional way to use banana peel in gardens was to bury it near the base of a plant and let it break down over weeks. That works, but it is slow. The 1 cup method speeds this up significantly. You take 2 or 3 banana peels, chop them into small pieces, and place them in a jar. Cover them with water and let them soak for 24 hours. What you get is a light brown liquid that is packed with dissolved potassium and phosphorus. 1 cup of this liquid, poured directly at the base of your plant once a week, delivers a slow and consistent nutrient feed. Plants respond within days. Roses especially love this treatment. Many gardeners who try it for the first time report seeing new bud clusters forming within a week or 2. The flowers that emerge tend to be fuller and hold their color longer than usual. Here is where the 1 cup method gets even more interesting. Because banana peel water on its own is already effective. But when you add 2 more kitchen ingredients, the results become noticeably stronger. Eggshells, coffee grounds. 2 things most people throw away without a second thought. Eggshells are made almost entirely of calcium carbonate. Calcium does something subtle but important in flowering plants. It strengthens cell walls. When cell walls are strong, flowers hold their shape longer. They do not wilt as fast. They look crisp and vibrant for days longer than they otherwise would. It is the difference between a flower that droops by day 3 and one that still looks fresh by day 7. Coffee grounds bring something different. They contain small amounts of nitrogen and, more importantly, they slightly acidify the soil as they break down. Many flowering plants prefer a mildly acidic soil environment. Hydrangeas, gardenias, azaleas. Slightly acidic conditions help these plants absorb nutrients more efficiently, which means more of the phosphorus from the banana peel actually gets used. To add these to your cup, Dry the eggshells and crush them into a rough powder. Add 1 tablespoon of crushed shells and 1 tablespoon of used coffee grounds to your banana peel water before you pour. Stir it well and apply it to the base of the plant. That is the complete 1 cup formula. Stay with this until the end, because there is one more ingredient that most people leave out, and it may be the most important one of all. Most gardeners who try the banana peel formula see good results. But the people who get extraordinary results, the ones with gardens that bloom wall to wall without stopping, tend to add one more thing. Wood ash. Wood ash has been used in gardens for centuries. Farmers in ancient China used it. Roman agricultural writers described it. Cultures across Europe and Asia recognized that plants grown in soil enriched with ash came back stronger year after year. The reason is mineral richness. Wood ash contains calcium, magnesium, potassium, and trace elements that are naturally missing from depleted soil. It also raises soil pH slightly, which balances the acidity that the coffee grounds add. Together, they create a soil environment that is close to perfect for most flowering plants. The amount matters here. Too much wood ash can make soil too alkaline, which would work against you. The right amount is just a pinch. Half a teaspoon added to your weekly cup is enough to get the benefits without tipping the balance. If you do not have access to wood ash, this step is optional. The 3-ingredient version still works well. The full 4-ingredient version simply works better. Using this formula is simple. Make the banana peel water by soaking 2 or 3 peels in a jar of clean water for 24 hours. Before applying, stir in 1 tablespoon of crushed eggshells, 1 tablespoon of used coffee grounds, and half a teaspoon of wood ash if you have it. Pour 1 cup at the base of each plant once per week. Not on the leaves, not on the flowers, just at the base into the soil. For potted plants, make sure the pot has drainage holes. The solution should soak through the soil and not pool at the bottom. For garden beds, apply it in the morning so the soil absorbs it before the heat of the day. Do not be tempted to use more. 1 cup per week is the right amount. The whole point of this method is the steady, consistent delivery of nutrients. Doubling the dose does not double the results. It can actually stress the plant. Within the first week, you may notice the existing leaves looking slightly darker and more glossy. That is a sign of improved nutrient absorption. Within 2 to 3 weeks, new buds should begin forming. By week 4, most plants are producing noticeably more flowers. Flowers that open under this regimen tend to hold their color longer and stay open for more days before dropping. 1 cup, 4 simple ingredients from your kitchen. Once a week. That is it. The gardener in Japan was not hiding a miracle. She was just feeding her plants the way plants actually prefer to eat. Steadily, consistently, with what the earth already provides. Have you ever tried a kitchen-based formula on your plants? Drop it in the comments.